Welcome to Splendor Gardens, Mowe, Ogun State, a serviced estate, fenced and gated, with paved roads and streets, 24-hour surveillance and security, and standard recreational facilities. Our strategically planned lots are for all classes of people, from the upper class to the young and upwardly mobile. Available lot sizes are 160 square meters, 220 square meters, 300 square meters, and 600 square meters. For more inquiries, please visit our website www.visglotterproperties.com or call these numbers on the screen. At Splendor Gardens, quality bingos with affordability, beauty, and serenity.
You are welcome. My name is Dr. Chris Williams. So very glad to come your way today. Today we are talking about living above cancer. Living above cancer. And we are looking more towards preventing it and making sure cancer is nowhere mentioned with you at all. Okay, a couple of years back, I battled, somebody very close to me battled cancer, and we put in a whole lot of efforts, but at the end of the day, the person still didn't make it. So for me, prevention is really very true. Prevention is better than cure is really very true when it comes to the case of cancer. So what are cancers? Cancer cells are cells that begin to defy and rebel against their own DNA programming, such that they begin to outlive their lifespan. They begin to outgrow their supposed size, and then they begin to live and exist. They spread to other parts of the body and exist there. So they define their own DNA programming. They live without dying. Cells are born on a particular day, and from the day they are born, they have been programmed to die within a particular time, maybe after 120 days, or after 40 days, or after 7 days. However, cancer cells are cells that strangely get the power to outlive the stipulated or the assigned number of days to live, the assigned lifespan. They also have the power to grow beyond their supposed or their program size, and then they also get the power to live in other places where they are not supposed to live. By so doing, they begin to compete with and oppress other cells of the body in energy and nutrients. So they begin to compete with and oppress them actually. So they begin to take energy and nutrients away that other cells of the body should have. So simply that's how to describe cancer cells. Okay, so there are different types of cancer. Some are carcinomas. Carcinomas are the names we use to refer to cancers that grow in the breast, in the lungs, and in the prostate. Okay, and then some others are lymphomas. Lymphomas are cancers that grow in the lymph nodes and generally in the lymphatic system. And then some are leukemias. Leukemias are cancers that grow in the blood cells, especially the white blood cells. Now, so what are the signs and symptoms of cancer? There are not many. Okay, so there's anorexia, the person loses the appetite to eat. There's anemia, the person's blood begins to go down, such till it gets to a critical point where they need a repeated blood transfusion. And then there's also asthenia, loss of energy, very pronounced weakness of the body and physical weakness. So leading also to cachexia, loss of weight. Okay, so those 3 A's very important. But there are some other ones that are, and these other ones, so, different cancers can have different other signs and symptoms based on where they are. Okay, so there could be pain, there could be swelling, there could be tumor, there could be breathlessness, and several other things. Depending on where a particular cancer is, it can have additional signs and symptoms besides anorexia, anemia, and asthenia. Now, what are the causes of cancers? We have said that medical science actually have said that it does not really know the cause of cancer, but if you really look at it very well, anything that happens, there's a cause, because Newton told us about the law of cause and effect, or effect and cause. If there's an effect, there must be a cause. So in a moment of time, I will tell you the things that natural health have pinned down to be the cause. Okay, so we said that cells go out of control, they lose control, they go AWOL, and then they begin to grow ceaselessly, they begin to live endlessly, and then they grow in other places where they should be going. What causes all these things is over-acidity of the body. When the body is excessively prolonged, excessively consistently and prolonged toxic. Okay, so when there's prolonged toxification of the body, excessive toxification of the body, or acidification of the body, this is what leads to the cells beginning to do anyhow. It's important to say that every day it happens. Every day cells tend to become cancerous. Every day in everybody, there are cells that go out of control. Every day in everybody, there are cells that go out of control. But in a body that has its defense mechanism intact, those cells are quickly mopped out of the system, so they do not have the power to keep growing. However, so cancer only survives in bodies that have lost their defense systems, or if you like, their immunity. Okay, I'll say that again. Every day in every person, there are cells that tend to lose their control. They want to begin to behave anyhow. But the body's immunity, the body's defense line has the power to take out those cells out of the body. Okay? However, in bodies whose defense lines have been weakened, whose immunity has been weakened, those cancer cells can begin to grow, and then they will grow unchallenged. Okay, so what are the things that could lead to weakened defense, which is also a product of over-acidity? Okay, eating over-acidified eating over-acidifying foods, sugars, pastas, pastries, animal proteins, chemicalized foods, colorings, flavorings, sweeteners, saturated hydrogenated oils. These are the several things. Soft, junk food generally. These things lead to prolonged over-acidity, which also leads to weakened body defense, and then which gives cancer cells the right or the audacity, or should I say the freedom, to grow anyhow in the body. Also, over-acidifying behaviors like sedentary living, emotional instability, stress, this can also lead to over-acidity. Another thing that can lead to over-acidity is over-acidifying environments, over-acidifying people, going in and out, walking around, working with people who are toxic in nature. You know, some people are just toxifying in nature. They are heavily toxic, very heavily toxic, and then hanging around them, you emit a whole lot of negative emotions, and this causes a lot of problems. Okay, pollutants. Pollutants also, over-acidifying environment pollutants, cosmetics, herbicides, pesticides, smoking, and all these things are the things that can lead to over-acidity. Also, under eliminating of toxin. So how God has as God has designed your body is that as you are living your daily living, you are over acidifying. However, especially when you are doing all these things that I just mentioned, however, there is an excretory system, an eliminatory system, a detoxification system that is supposed to be removing those toxins or those wastages or those acids from your body. However, if these elimination channels are blocked, I'm talking about your pooing, your weeing, your sweating, your breathing out adequately. If these elimination channels are blocked, it leads to build up or accumulation of toxins in the body, and then this can eventually lead to cancer. It can eventually lead to cancer. Now, so there are 7 stages of overacidity. These things will help you know. These things will help you know if you are being overacidified already. Tiredness, fatigue. You are always feeling tired and fatigued, especially unexplained tiredness and fatigue. You sleep well, you eat well, you are not overworking, and then you're always feeling tired. It may be a pointer that you are overacidic. Also, allergy. You are reacting to things, especially and particularly, and you are reacting to things that you didn't even used to react to before. Okay, and then ulceration. Ulcer, peptic ulcer disease is a sign of overacidifying. Okay, so we'll stop here. When we come back, we'll continue on the stages of acidity. But I'd like to inform us about the video, the advert that will be rolling in the course of this interlude. It's the advert on Splendor Gardens being powered or promoted by Visglotra Properties, which is our sister company. We are building a 7.5 acres estate, beautiful estate as you can see, in Mowe, Ogun State, and we are encouraging that you subscribe, or if you know somebody who knows somebody, just help us refer people to that project. All right. Of course, there's normal standard industry agency fees are there. All right. Very, very important. Also, follow us on the different social media handles that you are watching, and then reach out to us on WhatsApp. If you have any questions or answers or contributions or any concerns at all, send a WhatsApp message to us. And then, in fact, if you are watching this edition, just say, Dr. Chris, I'm watching the edition on dealing with cancers. I will take your number and I will add it to my broadcast list, and then I'll be sending you videos on a regular basis. All right, very important. Our books are also still on sale. Dealing of reversing hypertension and cardiovascular diseases naturally. Make your food your medicine. It's available. The causes and cures of chronic diseases. And then towards sexual satisfaction, it's available. And then also reversing depression naturally. This is also available. All right. So those are the books. Please call in. Okay. Thank you so very much.
Welcome to Splendor Gardens, Mowe, Ogun State. A serviced estate, fenced and gated, with paved roads and streets, 24-hour surveillance and security, and standard recreational facilities. Our strategically planned lots are for all classes of people, from the upper class to the young and upwardly mobile. Available lot sizes are 160 square meters, 220 square meters, 300 square meters, and 600 square meters. For more inquiries, please visit our website www.visgloterproperties.com or call those numbers on the screen. At Splendor Gardens, quality bingos with affordability, beauty, and serenity.
Okay, you are welcome back, and today we are talking about living above cancer. Before we went on a break, we were talking about the stages of acidity. Okay, unexplained tiredness and fatigue, allergy. You are reacting to every other thing. You know, it's a sign of highest level acidity. Also, ulceration. both inside and outside. Your skins are just bruising on their own. It's a sign of acidity. Mucus buildup is a sign of acidity. You are always having phlegm or mucus in places. Inflammation. Inflammation is recognized by pain. When you have pain, you will have a lot of inflammation. Pain is a sign of the presence of inflammation. Solidification. Solidification is also a sign of the presence of inflammation, of acidification. So, for instance, if a young girl has been having breast lumps repeatedly, it's a sign that the girl is very highly over-acidified, and then she needs to do things in order to reduce her level of acidity. And then, of course, the last stage is degeneration. This is the stage where cancer is. If acidification has been taking place all this while and nothing is done about it, it can lead to the last stage, which is degeneration. Now, how do you manage cancer? Okay, so let's start with the eating. Stop abusing animal proteins, very important. Stop abusing animal proteins, very, very important. I will advise take out fish, take out beef, chicken, turkey. Eat only fish. Take out beef, chicken, turkey. Eat only fish, very important. Also, stop eating sweet things and sugary things, very important. Remove pastas and pastries from your food and flour-based foods. Stop using frying oils. In fact, do away with frying of things. So what should you eat? Eat cocoyam, eat potatoes, eat beans, eat plantain, eat rice, eat fruits and vegetables, eat nuts, eat plant-based foods, okay? Eat twice only, and then eat low-calorie food. Eat low-calorie food. This is very important. This is very important. I came by this low-calorie food recently. I will not show the name. I came back this low-calorie food recently, and it's been working wonders for my clients. Okay, so people who are watching their weight or trying to reduce weight, people who are dealing with cancer or trying to prevent cancer, and then very importantly, diabetes also can benefit from this a whole lot. It's a fufu. It's a powder for making fufu, and it's very low calorie. Then it will also give you the permission to eat as much volume that you want to eat, but still have still not poison yourself with excessive calories. Very important. Still part of eating, take alkaline water. Take 3 to 4 liters of alkaline water on a daily basis. Okay, so some other things to do in order to beat cancer: stress control. Recognize what is stressing you, remove the stressor if you can. Recondition your mind. That's another R. I'm giving you 5 R's to overcoming stress. Recognize the stressor, remove the stressor, recondition your mind, refuse, don't take more than you can bite, and then running or exercising will help you overcome stress. Restructure your life also. Don't leave things till they are stressing you. Do things when you should do them. Also, emotional intelligence, being happy. A merry heart doeth good, like medicine, the Bible says. Being happy. Depression. He said a merry heart doeth good like medicine, but a broken spirit dries the bones. A broken spirit can cause, it elicits a whole lot of negative emotions in you, and negative hormones that pull down your body and tear down your body and lead to cancer. Also, mind your environment. Stop using chemical cosmetics. Use organic-based cosmetics. Very important. Stay away from pollutions and stay away from toxic people who poison you and all that. Okay, and then work on your detoxification. We have a product called Fiber Cocktail. Fiber Cocktail, very wonderful preparation for 2 cases recently. One woman whose defecating had become once in 7 days. She had it, and in 3 days she called. She needed like 3 more copies of that. And then another person whose defecation had become once in 10 days. It was the same result. After like 3 days, their defecation was normalized. How do you also detoxify? Take 3 liters of alkaline water so you can wee more. The more you poo, the more you wee, the more you sweat more. Exercising helps you to sweat more. These are the things that help you. Very important. Okay, very, very important. You can detoxify once a month. You can detoxify daily also. Okay, alkalize your body with alkaline water a whole lot. We have alkaline drops with which you can alkalize your water. So these are the several things you can do. But they also talk about early detection, and there's some sense in it. It's just that the way they talk about early detection, for me, it is not early enough. It's not early enough. You see, the mammogram machine can pick cancer when it is about 1 centimeter diameter. It can be picked only when it's about 1 centimeter diameter. By that time, it has about 20 million cells or something like that. Now, it takes about for 1 cell to double into 2 cells, and then 2 cells double into 4 cells, 4 into 8. 1 cell doubles into 2 cells in 100 days. 2 becomes 4 in 100 days. 4 becomes 8 in 100 days. Before 1 cell could have multiplied to 20 million, it takes between 8 to 15 years, depending on the doubling time. Okay, so that's not early enough. During this time, the cancer has spread to other parts of the body. All right, so what to do is to do monthly self breast examination 3 to 5 days after your period, and then if you pick a lump there, see your doctor. Okay, if you also concerning cancers like cervical cancer, which is caused by human papilloma virus. Okay, if somebody is infected with the HPV virus, it takes about 15 to 20 years before the infection transmutates into a cancer. Okay, so a better way of avoiding or living above cervical cancer is to do vaccination. Be vaccinated with the HPV vaccine. As a matter of fact, they say girls from like 10 years and above should be vaccinated. And then also, if you are sexually active, 10 years from above, you should be vaccinated. Also, how to quickly pick cervical cancer is if you are bleeding on coitus. That's whenever you and your husband have sex, you are always bleeding, you are having vaginal discharge, or you bleed twice a month. It may be a sign that cervical cancer may be cooking. So you need to see a doctor. Very, very important. So you screening with mammogram. Screening with mammogram is also very important. And then doing the cervical pap smear once in 3 years or 2 years is, if you're a woman, once in 2 or 3 years, do the cervical pap smear. If you're a man, do your PSA level, do it at least once a year. Prostate specific antigen, do at least once a year. And then there are several cancer antigens and chorioembryonic antigens that people do to know whether cancer is trying to build up in their body or not. Some of the supplements you need are quercetin, ascorbic acid, ellagic acid, grapeseed extract, fish oil, ginger, garlic, and all these other things. If you want to know more, just call us and then let's talk about this. Do not forget, I talked about the low calorie fufu. Very important, useful for diabetes, very useful for diabetes, for people who want to be on low glycemic index, low calorie foods, for people who are watching their weight or trying to do stuff with their weight, and then also for anybody who wants to be in health. Very important. Our books are also still available for sale. Make Your Food Your Medicine is available. Make Your Food Your Medicine is available. Causes and Cure of Chronic Diseases is available. Sex is Sweet, Enjoy It is available. Towards Sexual Satisfaction is available. Reversing Hypertension Naturally is available. Okay. Reversing Depression naturally is available, and then some other books. There is Restore Your Health Through Detoxification, and there's also Reverse Any Disease Through Nutrition is available, and then of course there's Eat to Live, that wonderful book. It's also available. Okay, you are seeing an advert on Splendor Garden as you are watching right after now. And it's so very important that if you are interested, our sister company, we are building a 7.5 acres of estate somewhere in Mowe, and it promises to be as beautiful as you are seeing it right now. Very organized estate. There's something, it's part of health. When you live in a serene and tranquil environment, it's part of health. It's part of health. In fact, that's one of the things that motivated us into doing this project. Okay, so if you're interested, you can, or you just want to ask a question about it, you can call me, and then we'll talk about it. If you know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, help us refer these things to people. And then, of course, the normal industry standard agency fee is available. And then if you want to go see the site, it's also arrangements can be made for that. Thank you so very much. Follow us on social media on Dr. Chris Williams on YouTube, and then all the social media handles you are seeing. If you want to invite us to come and speak to your crowd in your office, to your staff in your office or your church or your ministry or wherever, we can come and hold seminars. We'll also do our trainings every second week of the month, Wednesday and Thursday. It's a paid training, and it can also, you can join us by Zoom. All right, so there are several things. And then the number you are watching, my number, I prefer WhatsApp messages. If you send me a WhatsApp message, I'll be able to add your name to the WhatsApp broadcast group, and then you'll be receiving videos from us on a regular basis. Do not forget to call me concerning the Splendor Gardens project. All right, God bless you. Thank you for listening. Till I come your way again. Bye-bye. God bless you.
Welcome to Splendor Gardens, Mowe, Ogun State. A serviced estate, fenced and gated, with paved roads and streets, 24-hour surveillance and security, and standard recreational facilities. Our strategically planned lots are for all classes of people, from the upper class to the young and upwardly mobile. Available lot sizes are 160 square meters, 220 square meters, 300 square meters, and 600 square meters. For more inquiries, please visit our website www.visgloterproperties.com or call those numbers on the screen. At Splendor Gardens, quality bingos with affordability, beauty, and serenity.